Good morning students, this is HD Pawar, lecturer Department of Economics, Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belgaum. This is the third part of perfect competitive market topic. In the second part we have discussed write a note on profit maximization under the following conditions. Okay, so the three conditions for profit maximization required in the perfect competitive market are, we had discussed the three conditions. That is, the first one, P is equals to MC, price has to be equal to MC, and the second one, MC is non decreasing at equilibrium output, that is Q0. MC is non decreasing at Q0. Then today we will continue with the third condition. That is, the third condition has two cases, that is, one in the short run and another second case is in the long run. First case, price has to be greater than or equal to minimum of average variable cost, AVC, minimum of AVC in the short run. Now see the diagram here. Output is measured on x-axis, price and cost is shown on y-axis. Then you see the price line, P is equals to AR is equal to MR is equals to DC. That is only the demand curve, which is horizontal straight line to the x-axis. The price line is horizontal to the x-axis. Then you see the SMC curve here. The SMC curve. The SMC curve is coming from below. I have shown with the help of arrow. Then it cuts the price line at a point A. It is cutting the price line at a point A and it moves upward. So at a point A, P is equals to MC, that is the marginal cost is equal to price at a point A. First condition is satisfied. Second condition, that is MC has to be non-decreasing, that condition is also satisfied, that is MC moves upward. Now the third condition here they have given is price has to be greater than or equal to minimum of AVC in the short run, but now here we are trying to show loss. Here you see the short run average variable cost curve is above and the price line is below. That is, here price is less than or equal to AVC, whereas price has to be greater than the minimum point of AVC. The AVC is drawn above the price line and the minimum point of AVC is at a point B. Then above the AVC, that always it is average cost, SAC, that is short run average cost. Here we don't have any role of average cost. We are only going to deal with MC, price line, and SAVC. Okay, so here the price line is shown below the minimum of AVC and AVC is greater than the price. So when cost, average variable cost is greater than the price or average revenue or marginal revenue, it is definitely going to be a loss. So just see here, I will just read what is written. Price has to be greater than minimum of AVC in the short run. At a point A, MC is equals to P, and second, MC is non-decreasing at Q0. Okay, in the diagram, the third condition is not satisfied as P is less than the minimum of AVC. Therefore, Q cannot be Q0. The OQ, that is output Q. Here it cannot be Q0. It cannot be Q0 means it cannot be equilibrium output. So here the firm produces zero output in the short run and exit the industry. So it is not able to produce the goods. It will not produce because it is incurring losses. So it will leave the industry. It will exit the industry in the short run. The firm's TVC, the total variable cost of the firm, you see, is OEBQ. Okay, OEBQ is the total variable cost which is exceeding its revenue. Revenue is what? Nothing but average revenue is nothing but the average revenue, marginal revenue is nothing but the price. It is exceeding the price, that is OPAQ. The firm's TVC OEBQ is exceeding its revenue OPAQ by the amount equal to the area of shaded rectangle area, that is PEBA, which is loss. So the firm's TVC, total variable cost, at Q is TVC. How do you have already done in the last topic, production and cost topic, the formulas also. Total variable cost you can calculate as average variable cost into quantity. So the average variable cost here is OE into quantity is what? OQ. So OE into OQ will give you OEBQ. That is the total variable cost. Okay, average variable cost into quantity. Average variable cost is OE and quantity is OQ, and it gives you OEBQ is the total variable cost. The firm's total revenue is equals to total revenue formula, P into Q. So price is what here? OP is the price and quantity is what? OQ. So OP into OQ will give you OPAQ. Okay. So now always profit has to be if a firm has to earn profit, total revenue has to be greater than the total cost, but here the total cost is greater than the total revenue. So the loss is what? Total cost minus the total revenue, that is total cost is OEBQ minus total revenue is OPAQ. That will give you EPBA, which is the shade, which is shown by the shaded lines, rectangular, that is loss. EPBA is the shaded area which is showing the loss, as price is less than the minimum of average variable cost. Whereas the condition is what here? Third condition is, in the short run, price has to be greater than or equal to minimum of average variable cost in the short run. So here it is depicted as a loss. Then the third condition only, the second case is price must be greater than or equal to average cost in the long run. Now in the long run, instead of AVC, it will be average cost, because in the long run there is no average variable cost and average fixed cost, it is only average cost. So the condition is price has to be greater than or equal to minimum of AC in the long run, average cost in the long run. As per the condition, again the same diagram, same it is, you see output is measured on x-axis, on y we are showing the cost and the price. Then here we have the price line which is equals to AR is equals to MR. It is the demand curve of a perfect competitive market, which is horizontal straight line to x-axis. Then again here first condition is satisfied, that is MC is equals to the price, or price is equals to MC at a point A where they cut each other, they are equal there. Then second condition is also satisfied, that MC is non-decreasing, that is MC moves upward. The first two conditions are satisfied. But if the firm has to make maximum profits, all the three conditions have to be satisfied. So the third condition again we are showing that it is not satisfied, because the average cost curve is above the price line, that is price is not greater, but it is price is less than the minimum of average cost. So here you see again, as per the condition P is equals to MC, MC is non-decreasing at Q0 in the diagram. The firm will not produce the output when price is less than average cost. The total revenue is equals to what? Price into quantity is equal to rectangular area. What is the total price here? You see OP is the price and OQ is the quantity. So total revenue will be what? OPAQ. And total cost is what? Average cost into quantity. Average cost is what here? OE. Here the minimum of AC is at a point B. When you join that line, you get OE is the average cost and quantity is OQ. So it is going to be total cost is OEBQ. Therefore, here you see the total cost is greater than the total revenue, where the firm incurs loss at Q output level and chooses to exit in this case. Therefore, the loss is TC minus TR is equals to loss. TC is what? AC into Q minus TR is what? P into Q. AC is what here? OE into Q is OQ minus P is what? OP into Q is AQ. Okay, then sorry, it is OP, it has to, OQ it has to be, Q is OQ, just do the correction. So AC into Q will give you OE into OQ, that will give you OEBQ. Then TR is price into quantity, that will give you OP into OQ. Make that change, OP into OQ, that will give you OPAQ. So the C minus TR will give you what? The rectangular area where it is written as loss, that is EPBA. Okay, the only difference between short and long run is, here in the short run you are saying price has to be equal to or greater than or equal to minimum of AVC, whereas in the long run the price has to be greater than or equal to minimum of AC. Here we do not show the average variable cost, because in the long run there is no average fixed cost and average variable cost, it is only average cost. Okay, so I hope you have understood it. We will stop here for today. Thank you.